What's up with Cuphead? The delicious last course. The second part of my other Cuphead video. It's basically the fancy sequel of expansion, DLC that dropped on June 30th, 2022. Imagine Cuphead and Mugman taking a little vacation to a brand new island called Inkwell-Alfor. But instead of sunbathing, they gotta help a chef collect magical cake ingredients. Yep, cake. Because nothing says save the world like baking a pie that might bring your buddy back to life. What's new and shiny? Meet Miss Chalice, the spunky new playable character who's basically Cuphead's cousin who did all the jumping jacks and cardio. She can double jump, dash like a caffeinated squirrel, and roll around like a boss, all while looking fabulous with her shiny chalice head, new weapons and charms. Because what's a boss fight without a fancy new toy? Each boss has a bunch of crazy moves that'll make you scream and maybe throw your controller, but don't do that. No run and gun levels this time, just pure sweet boss battles. So, it's like going to a buffet and only getting dessert. Yes, please. To unlock this sweet DLC, you gotta beat at least one mausoleum level in the original game. Then you meet a new NPC who's basically your tour guide to Cake Island. Looks and sounds, the game still looks like a 1930s cartoon that your grandma would probably love or be confused by. All hand-drawn, watercolor backgrounds, and jazzy music that makes you want to tap your toes ... until you rage quit. Price and where to get it. It'll cost you about $7.99 less than a fancy coffee. Available on Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Or just steal it. Kidding. Don't do that. How did it do? It sold over 1 million copies in just 2 weeks. Because who doesn't want to fight bosses and bake magic cake? By the end of 2022, it hit over 2 million copies sold. Not bad for a game about a cup and a pie, right? Because watching someone struggle with these insane boss fights is both hilarious and impressive. Plus, playing as Miss Chalice adds some spicy new moves to show off. Your viewers will love the frantic action and those epico nitrogen monoxide moments when you get wrecked. You get stuff like Crackshot and Charge, which sound like they belong in a superhero movie, plus charms that make you feel like a walking power-up dispenser. 7 new bosses. Prepare for fights against things like the Howling Aces. Because planes are scary apparently and the Moonshine Mob. Why should you stream it?